Hello, my name is Elizabeth Claridge Mackonis. I work at Chris O'Brien Lifehouse, which is a cancer centre in Sydney, and I'm completing my PhD at the University of Sydney. I'll be presenting on a new training program we developed focused on prospective risk assessment. During an earlier study looking at how SABRE was introduced into clinics in our state, we found that very few centres performed a prospective risk assessment. Prospective risk assessments allow you to identify and mitigate risks before they occur. They are very important during the implementation of new techniques and technologies where the risks of incidents are high and retrospective analysis can't be used. The first thing we did was identify local leaders in risk management. Anna Ralston and Johnson Nguyen had published a number of papers on their simple risk assessment and project implementation template. So we asked them to become involved and we based our training on their template. We then developed a training program with a plan that this would take about an hour to deliver and could be delivered via video call to a multidisciplinary team. The training consisted of two parts. The first was a pre-recorded video explaining the importance and background behind prospective risk assessment. The second part was interactive, involving the completion of a risk assessment relevant to the centre in question. We then offered the training to centres and networks across New South Wales. New South Wales is a state in Australia which is about 30% larger than Texas, with a population of 8.5 million. This map shows the location of the centres, with many close to Sydney, but several regional centres more than 4 hours drive away. We were able to deliver our training 12 times across the state, with 4 centres or networks of centres declining our offer of training. In order to determine the effect of the training, trainees were surveyed before the training and 12 months post-training. As you can see, the number of centres who completed a multidisciplinary risk assessment increased by more than 20% following the training. Of those who did not complete a risk assessment in the 12 months following the training, more than 80% said they intended to in the next 12 months. Following the training, the survey results showed a reduced number of respondents who saw a lack of knowledge, skepticism about benefits, a lack of interest, or it being too hard or overwhelming as barriers to performing prospective risk assessments. With the removal of these barriers, time became the main barrier. In conclusion, we succeeded in training 12 multidisciplinary groups in prospective risk assessment. This increased the use of risk assessment amongst participants. We're happy to work with anyone who would like to develop a similar program in their area. The pre-recorded video is available online, and the risk assessment templates that we used are available through the publications listed earlier in the presentation. Thank you.